Yes, I am live now.
Okay, then let me do the prologue first. So, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons Finders Keepers. In this session, the party is holed up in Ora'Mathora, preparing for a siege by Lord Roderick Tassel of Shimmergate. Last time we did a little mini adventure, mini session, where the party had managed to break down some of the ballista that they had gathered, but they see that they are outnumbered 2 to 1. The party has discovered that Lady Emmeline has managed to escape with the assistance of Friar Tuck from Lord Roderick's camp, but currently they are being held up inside of a cabin not too far from Ora'Mathora. The party now has a heavy decision to make. Do they go down and pursue her, even though full well knowing that Zentarum agents may be lying in wait, or perhaps even Lord Roderick's agents may be lying in wait to ambush? Or do they focus on the war effort, knowing that the fate of their city, their fortress, is on the line? And now we begin.
Olaffa is standing at the door, wherever we're gathered, looking at Reaver, looking for his decision, what they were going to do at this night, rather, because it's still like, what, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Hmm.
Yeah.
You have about maybe another. Let me see. This part of the season, you have about another 4, perhaps 5 hours before sunlight, which is most likely when Lord Roderick is going to start the assault. So the since you're elves, you'll have a chance. I think everybody in the party is an elf, right?
No.
Well,
Half
except for
elf.
Quill.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quill's Kenku and Thanos is half elf.
Okay, so they won't be able to take a full rest, but everybody else will be able to. So anything that you do will diminish the 2 parts of the party.
Assuming they didn't have a long rest between.
Well, they've had a long rest before then, but I'm talking about if you go down now, and if whatever you use, they will not be able to regain.
Gotcha.
All right. Reaver would definitely gather up everybody and look over them all and say, I trust all of your judgments. This is obviously very grim. Uh, if you have anything you want to say now of what our next course of action is now, speak now.
Olaffa looks to everybody and goes, if we manage to rescue Lady Emmeline and Friar Tuck, her presence on our side may be able to dissuade her men from joining the fight, which
Very,
will give our forces a better advantage against them, against the forces prepared against us in the end.
very true. Very good point, Lafa.
And we can't let a friend just sit in the countryside waiting for enemy soldiers to find her again, can we?
This is true. We've already spent too much time pulling her out of different situations that she's been caught up in.
What do you say, Quill? Should we go and rescue the Lady Emmeline?
I mean, probably. I'd rather we not die doing it, though.
How many people do we have? We have 1, 2. You had 5, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
Well,
Lafa.
if Quill wants to stay behind to rest up, I suppose she could, because that way she could have her spells ready for the upcoming battle.
I second this motion. I don't mind staying behind at all.
Lafa looks at them and goes, well, if we have a desire. Oh, I've already. How much do I have left? Okay, so I've used my Rod of Absorption to recharge my spell slots. I look at you all and I say, I do have invisibility prepared. if we wish, I can use this ability. I can use this spell, get us past the Zentarum, and to Lady Emily, and back, rather quickly and quietly. Assuming they do not have any method of detecting me.
They may not, but it's quite possibly the best chance we have.
Would you like to do this? I have spells enough for Lafa thinks for a minute.
Well, also, too, remember, Lafa, I am of the woods. I am a ranger of the woods. I can spot anything out in these woods. Nothing can surprise us out here.
Test.
Welcome
Hello.
back, brother.
Welcome back.
Alright, brushing my teeth. Hold on. Well, continue, but
Oh, Lafa just says, regardless, if we need be, we can use invisibility, and it lasts for. I can hold this concentration spell for 2 of us at one time, for an hour. Or we can all go and confront the Zentarum together as a group. Those of non-elven nature can withhold their spells as best they can during this encounter, if we can avoid them. If we can't avoid them,
I say we spring the trap, and when they try and bring it down on us, we just smash it.
Reaver.
I like this idea, but as you said, since you can cast invisibility, perhaps it would be a good idea to cast it on 2 of you. I can be not held invisible, and the rest of you lie in wait. Once the trap is sprung, you guys can reveal yourselves and assist us if need be as we make our way to Lady Emmeline.
I believe, Jelixis, you were about to say something?
I'm just drinking ale.
Of course he is.
Lafa looks to Reaver and goes, "Very well." He looks amongst the group. Jelixis, would you like to accompany me in this?
Yeah, but remember, Mike, since we are like in the woods and grasslands and it's my favorite terrain, we're always alert to danger, so it's kind of hard for us to be ambushed by anybody out there.
True, but yeah, if we can locate them beforehand,
Oh,
before
yeah.
they jump on us, we can circle around on them.
Yeah, well, I
Oh
have
my god, my brother needs to turn off his
Mike, yeah.
his mic.
But yeah, I mean,
Let me
I
just
keep
mute him for the moment.
I'm forever rolling high on perception checks almost all the time, and Scout can sniff out too, so that also helps.
All right, so who wants? Lafa looks to the group and says, "Who would like to join me as a invisible partner in this endeavor?"
I have a question before we pick.
Yes.
How devastating is an invisible wrecking ball?
Assuming that we can get up to them without
Hey,
them
Lisa.
hearing your metal plates, quite devastating.
They're gonna hear me either way.
Well, if they will be able to hear you, Thanos, perhaps it's better that you are not invisible with Lafa. We would like to try to keep the element of surprise, after all.
Fair enough.
Perhaps Jelixis should be invisible, since he tends to like to climb up into the high spots and come down and devastate people from above.
Very well.
He is a crafty,
take the
sneaky
job.
one.
I shall check the drow in this endeavor.
Quill, will you be joining us?
No.
You're gonna stay up here.
Yes.
Hang on, I got a annoying dog. Give me one quick second.
Sure.
I think it's best I stay here and try and get some rest so I can regain my strength. I spent quite a bit in the camp last night.
Very well. Jelixis, are you there?
Erilyn stands forward and requests
Recordings,
permission
Lisa.
to
Yes,
join
it's
the
Bella.
fight. My
Belly.
lord, if I may, since Lady Quill is staying up here, I would like to very much to be a part of this
Bella's
effort.
here.
I wish to redeem myself after my poor showing last time.
I am back.
Erilyn has offered to join in Quill's stead. And Quill, I'll give you control of her character sheet so that you can use her.
Okay.
Very well, Erilyn. That'd be most. Hang on, brain fart. That would be most helpful.
Then it will be my honor to assist you.
Very well. Reaver, I would suggest that you take the main elevator down, while Jelixis and I, if he wishes to come, descend from another staircase. We will circle around the base of the tree to the north, and you can just head to the northwest in the direction of Lord Roderick's camp, seemingly unaware of whoever may be present.
Very well.
We can't hear you, brother.
Did you take him off mute?
Yeah, I took him off server mute.
Oh, okay. By the way, I have just assigned you Erilyn's sheet so you can check it out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, pretty simple. She can throw the spear up to. She has 5 spears, so she can use throw the spear 4 times and then still have the spear to swing with. So
Okay.
I'm just adjusting it because she has been training with Jelixis, so she's a little bit better now. And there
You
we
mean
go.
training
She's
with?
adjusted.
You mean training with Thanos?
Well, actually training with Thanos, and yeah, so she's a little bit tougher now.
She trained under a very powerful and smart paladin.
Okay, so Quill remains behind to rest for the upcoming battle, while the elves head down to the ground below. Did Saito? Looks like Saito just popped out.
Yeah, he's having mic issues. It looks like.
Okay. Well, we can just move forward then. So, who's invisible?
It'll probably be me and Jelixis if he wants to come. If he can figure out what's going on with his mic.
Okay. Well, let me just sign the sneaky ninja icon on you two. All right.
Testing,
So-
testing.
Bella's
There we go.
Bella's laying
Yep,
down on the
can hear you
laundry now.
loud and clear.
About a C
Okay,
plus.
I wanted to. Is something about to happen? Because I tried to say something earlier.
Yeah, we're planning to head down. Reaver and Thanos and one of the guardsmen are going to go down and draw the Zentarim's assassin group's attention, while Lafa and potentially Jelixis, if he wants to come, will be invisibled using a spell to flank them.
Can I? Okay, while you guys were planning this, I wanted to roll perception on. Well, I wanted to check to see if the reason for that chick helping whoever was the real reason, and I also wanted to convince an archer of some sort or a bolt person, someone with a crossbow, to do something sneaky with me, possible guard or something. Someone who I.
What are you trying to get them to do?
What I want to do is sneak away, convince like an archer of some sort that has like a bolt to take my monastery robes on them, and then pretend to be me shooting bolts from the top while I sneak off and do something else while they think I'm with the party the entire time.
That's going to be difficult for them to fool the party because the guards are not trained in deception. Plus, they kind of have reservations with deceiving their lord. You can convince them, but you're going to need to roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Can I do it with the one guard that's going with them?
Well, she's already standing in front of them offering to do that, so you would have to pick a different guard.
Okay. Alright. Rolling. Join the game again.
Do you want to spend inspiration on this? keep in mind, if you spend inspiration now, you won't have it for whatever you're doing next until you get it again.
I do not want to do that.
Okay, go for it.
He's
So
rolling.
Locke's
Wait,
looking
is that-
around. It's like, where did Jelixis go again?
Okay. The guard says, I understand that you have a plan, my lord, but I cannot willfully deceive my lord. I'm sorry, but you'll have to ask someone else for whatever plot you have.
Okay, and don't call me Lord.
Yes, it's right before. We're actually going to try to sneak out and rescue Lady
Okay.
Emmeline,
So,
since she escaped from
do
the
you come
camp,
back to the party now?
and then try to get back to the fort before
I'm gonna
daybreak
go
and
prep
the
myself
attack
on that
probably
little
more than
pulley
likely
system
occurs.
So I can quickly get down there or back up. If need be.
So you're not going
Well-
to join us for the.
Well, I am. I'm just kind of like walking away as you guys decide to do that, since I heard it, and I'm going to.
Well, Laffa looks at you. He's like, Jelixis, are you coming with me or not?
Well, I'll be there, but I'm not coming with you.
So you do not wish to join me and use my invisibility spell to flank these potential assassins?
No.
All right, very well then. Seems I'll be on my own.
Give it to Scout.
That's not a bad plan.
Mm,
Especially since he would be at advantage since he's going to be going
my
to the...
apologies, but I'd rather not waste a third level spell upon Scout.
Which is also fair.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we already know who's going for the rescue. We're
So,
just trying
it
to
shall just be
figure out the plan.
Thanos, myself, and you, Reaver. Jelixis shall do whatever he does, and and of course you, my lady, Erilyn.
She gives you a nod.
Very well,
then.
Reaver. I suggest you leave by the main elevator. I shall descend via one of the staircases that are still operating.
Very well.
And Jelixis, you lower yourself down. What are you doing precisely?
Well, I didn't want to lower myself down yet. I wanted to at least get like eyes on Scout from the treetops next to the pulley system, and then either go down or stay up, depending on how the situation evolves.
So essentially, what you want to do is you want to stay up in the treetops, following Reaver and them, with your potential pulley system to drop down on the enemies if they're still within range.
That's what
Right?
it sounds like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh. Okay. So, let me just...
Can you hear me?
I have a feeling
Yeah.
they're not going to be.
We got you, Justin.
They're not going to spring the trap
You
near
need-
the fort, though.
Yep. So, you tell me when you want to join the rest of the group. But for now, let me just make sure I did it right. Okay. So
I'm
then-
gonna change a little laundry right back.
Sure. Okay, so the group travels down to the elevator with Laffa in masked with invisibility, and the rest of the party.
Well, I'm not gonna cast it yet. I'm gonna wait till the bottom, like when I'm halfway down through the stairs, before casting it. So that way, I get as much out of my hour as I can.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so the larger group makes it down to the bottom. According to the directions that were given to you by Friar Tuck, you are directly west of the. They are hiding in a cabin directly west, not too far from where you are. Perhaps a
Quiet, dog.
quarter mile. So if you move quickly through the woodlands, you can get there relatively soon, especially since this is your home terrain and your favorite terrain. So, the group prepares and moves forward. Jelixis, while you're on watch, you see that they have spent a full round moving. At this time, you don't see any presence. Lafa, you've made it down to the bottom. I'm assuming you're going to cast your spell now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how close are you to the party?
I'd say I'm within like 25 feet, off to their right flank.
Okay. Me
Good.
adjust that.
I'm still within dark vision.
For sure.
Yeah, because dark vision's 60 feet, right?
Yeah. So there's plenty. All right. So, who's going to be on? Since this is your range, your natural terrain, everybody's constantly on watch. But 10 second, a minute passes and you're making good headway. Jalixis is still watching from above and sees that you guys are quickly reaching the edge of his vision. So when he gets back, I'll see if he wants to remain up top or if he wants to come down and join. But he's going to be about a minute behind now.
Okay.
So as you press forward, moving through the woods, are you making an effort to stealth yourself, or are you just going to keep going where you are?
No, we would be making an effort to stealth ourselves.
Okay, so give everybody, give me a stealth roll, and that includes you, Erilyn.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on my stealth?
You do.
I don't see any of my abilities anywhere.
You'd have
Like
to
when I
scroll
go to-
down the page. It's all one
Okay.
page.
I guess Thanos is a plate armored ninja.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's doing that same thing again with Scout, but it's letting me roll for him, kind of.
Yeah, you're rolling, but that was just a bad. Hold on. You know what? I'll roll for Scout. You just tell me what he does. Give
Okay.
me a second to pull open the sheet,
Yeah, no problem.
because there is no way he would be rolling a 4. Well, actually, there is. He would roll a 2 to get a 4. Well, let me just roll for him anyway. There we go. Okay, so the party succeeds, and you're still continuing on your way rather stealthily down into the woods.
As we're going, I'm keeping an eye out to see if I can't locate these guys that were the potential assassins.
Mm-hmm. So, in fact, you can give me a perception roll. Okay. So you're keeping an eye out, and you do see that far ahead is a lone human standing on the path that your group is approaching, along with two people of two humanoids of indistinct racial origin, but they seem to be tall and lithe, so they may be half elves or elves. But whatever, their ears are covered, their ear and hair is covered by a skull cap. Jalixis, are you back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, so what I was saying earlier was that the group has traveled for about a minute, and they're almost at the edge of your sight.
Bella
do
is
you
passed
wanna
out.
come down so that you can follow them? Because whatever ambush is not springing close enough for you to see.
And essentially, we're out of range of the police system now.
So the ambush wasn't at the base of our little tree fort?
We never thought it was at the base of the tree fort. They were around the fortress.
Correct. So do you want to come down now?
How far? Where are we on the map exactly? Well, not exactly, but like generally.
They're about a minute away, so they're about maybe 600 feet away.
What direction?
West.
I want to go in the exact opposite direction
Hold on. Look, why?
because I feel like this is a feint, and that going more west, which is towards Lord Roderick, right?
No, we're heading toward the place where Lady Emmeline and Friar Tuck are holed up.
Yeah, and Lord Roderick's army is northwest.
Oh, northwest. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll keep on following.
Yeah, because essentially, if you went the other direction, you would have no way of getting to the battle in time.
Yeah, you
Well,
would be
you-
going towards the road.
Yeah.
Oh look, I'm gonna call this is a DM audible. There's nothing to the E.
Okay.
Okay. So, then you are following along, and since you're a little faster, you're catching up. And Lafa, since he was moving ahead, and everybody else was stealthing, he got to move a little he has a little advantage seeing, and he sees that there is a human on the roadway and two elf or half elves who are standing at some distance behind, which takes us to the map that we're currently on. So the blue box is roundabout where Lava is. The black box is where everybody else you can place yourselves wherever you want within. And Jelixis, you'll be able to show up anywhere in the yellow box in 2 rounds. I'll tell you when.
Box? You mean black box?
Yeah, top right
Oh.
corner, you see the black border?
Oh, no, I see the yellow one.
Yeah, the yellow border is where you're going to show up. So, now, just quick terrain note. The grass is, for any wood elves, the grass is sufficient to do stealth rolls as long as you're within it. It's not rough ground because this is a major travel road for merchants coming to Ora'Mathora, so it's not going to be rough ground. But there's a lot of natural foliage and dirt that could be used for things like kicking dirt in people's faces and that sort of thing. As you guys approach, Scout starts sniffing the air in this direction. He smells something upwind or down that's coming downwind towards you guys. He's not sure exactly where, but he detects something in that direction. Anyway, as you approach, you see that there is a human who is in heavy-looking armor, who has a black tinted dyed shield on, and he has a excuse me, not a shield, that's the other guy, who has a large pike in his hand and a backpack, a javelin quiver around his back. As he looks towards your group, he says, "Well, well, well. Look what we got here. His lordship has come down to visit our little group. Isn't that right, my ladies?" And he looks back and nods to the 2 women behind him, and then he does a overly dramatic flourish of a bow. "To what do I owe the honor for your pleasure?"
No pleasure at all. But your friends that are off to the side over here, hiding out, how about you tell them to come out? And with that, I want Scout to basically give a big howl and like try to intimidate everybody in the area.
All right, let me roll that intimidate. This will be at disadvantage, though.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So he gives a big howl, which everybody hears, and let me just put them to where you can see them. But yeah, when you say that, you see 2 orcs standing up from the grass. The orcs seem to be armed with blades, and let me just look this up. Oop. Here we go. They actually have scimitar, just a scimitar in hand and heavy armor, heavy-looking armor. The 2 women in the back have robes and are just looking around. And the human just smirks and says, "Well, well, well, looks like you're a perceptive one, aren't you? But all right. I'm not here to fight."
I interrupt and I say, "You come to my home. I see it all."
All right, well then you might see a great deal when I'm given in. So look, this is my offer. See, you got an army northwest of here that wants to burn this place down. They got you outnumbered 2 to 1, and yeah, I sent that goblin up. I sent that goblin up because I intercepted a letter that was coming down. And I figured that this was the only way to get you down so we could talk. We've had our problems in the past. By the way, Jelixis, another round passes, so you can show up.
Can I do anything right now? Showed up, or was that the end of it?
Well, yeah, you can you're just showing up, so let me just talk a little bit, and then you'll be able to actually do stuff. And everybody else, you can interrupt at any time.
So as this conversation's going, I'm sneaking my way deeper into the group, about 15 feet right here.
Okay. So, here's the deal. See, we wanted to come to you first because we think that you're the better deal here. we want you to sign a compact with the Zentarum, and in exchange, our boys here will make sure that Lord Roderick has a little accident tonight. Now, of course, you'll have to swear this upon this holy symbol, and he draws a holy symbol that Thanos recognizes as the Bane symbol that glistens in the light. You swear upon this holy symbol that we got ourselves a deal and Lord Roderick died. The war ends peacefully. If you don't, then I'm afraid that Tan the Trout is going to have to take you out and tell Lord Roderick that we did a good deal so that we can make good with him instead. Your choice. Either the Zentarum benefits you, or the Zentarum benefits him. Alright, another, Jelixis? This is where everybody can tell me what you guys are doing.
Me first.
Sure.
Okay.
You
So
are currently stealthing.
I used one of those midnight tears in that failed barrel thing, so I have one left. I want to put that in some ale, and then come down, reveal myself, and say, "Aha!" Hold on. So, how far is this guy? Can I get to him? I want to make 2 cups, one full of the midnight tears, and one not. And I want to have the one with the midnight tears in my hand, and as if I'm gonna drink it. And then I want to go up to that guy and kind of say, well, let's see, distance. Who's talking?
This guy is talking. Way down here.
Right down here.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind that since you took the time to poison the drink, you're not going to be able to take your full move right now because everybody's going to get a turn. So you can make a half move. 40 feet.
Yeah, I'll move right there. Reveal myself with the
Okay.
ales, and I want to convince him and say, like, I accept your terms. Finally, a sensible man when it comes to reason and not just killing everything for the sake of pride, ego, outside influences of the malicious nature. Let's toast to this agreement. I'm sure
Okay.
we can do very well in this particular amount deal, as you say.
Okay. Give me a perception roll. You're currently at disadvantage since you're not the Lord, so he's not. He doesn't think you have the authority to make a deal. Do you want to spend your inspiration?
Yes.
Go for it.
As this is going on, Lapa's gonna keep looking around to see if he can't see anybody else that might be hiding around.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Delixis, you can give me a perception roll. After you do this roll.
A perception roll?
Yeah, but first make your persuasion roll.
Oh, persuasion roll, then perception?
Correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it backwards.
Persuasion roll, then a perception. Persuasion. There you go.
Okay.
And then a perception.
Okay. So the perception roll is that, but Tan the Trout seems actually to like your offer, and he says, you know, you should have sent your diplomat down. He makes a lot more. He seems to know what's what. What's everybody else doing? Because everybody gets a round of actions right now.
I'm still perceptioning, see if I can't see any more hidden individual.
You can make a perception roll.
Oh
Thanos.
no.
No.
Thanos
you
is
don't.
going to tap Reaver on the shoulder and ask if he can do something paladin-y for the moment. He's gonna tell Reaver that that symbol is a symbol of Bane and a very bad one, and ask permission to sort of scare this guy off in the proper way.
Why? I'm the neutral man.
Well, he's talking to Reaver.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Reaver hears this and says, because Reaver's not religious, so Reaver would look at him and say, "Who exactly is Bane?"
Bane is an evil, cowardly god. His goal is to rule all of Faerun, though he acts through minions and lesser beings to reach this goal. Thus, he is bound to fail forever.
Do I hear this?
No.
Bane is
Well,
known. Bane is known as the god of hatred and tyranny and ruler of the realm of Banehold.
yeah, Thanos is speaking quietly.
Well, you can give me a perception roll at disadvantage.
Me?
Yes, you. Unfortunately, you just missed it. Too bad. That was a great roll. But yeah. So, what do you tell him, Reaver?
I say thank you. This is very knowledgeable. And then Reaver turns back over to the Zentarum agent and says, I am no tyrant, and yet you want me to bow down to something as evil as Bane? You are nothing more than a minion for a god of failure.
And Tan looks over to the drow. Are you cloaked, or are you actually looking like a drow right now?
I'm looking like a drow.
Okay. You know what? You should tell your lord here to just play ball. He takes a few steps closer and he draws his pike in his hand. And you see that the women behind him are moving closer as well. The orcs are taking one step towards the group. What do the rest of you do? It's now a new round.
Lafa is going to prepare a spell. He's going to prepare hold person at level 3, and he's going to prepare to cast it on the 2 women at the back, should they begin to cast any spells.
Okay, so you're ready in action.
Can I go into patient defense?
Yes, you can. How does that work?
Let's see. Damn it, where was that link?
That's the Drunken Master one, right?
Yes. So patient defense.
Okay, I have it pulled up. Didn't say no. Where? No, that's not it.
Yeah, I got it in a second.
Okay, I found it. Patient defense. Is that Tipsy Sway that you're talking about?
No, there's a stance for as a monk.
Yeah, it's like a rage type thing. For you know how barbarians can go into like a fury or a rage. No, let's see. Yeah, I have it right here. Patient defense. Where'd it go? I've had to open and close this thing like 3 times.
Oh, here it is.
Discord.
Yeah,
you can spend
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. You can, but if you want to spend a key point, you can do so. But if you would prefer, you can just use an action to go dodge form, so that way you can use. You can also use your bonus action for something else, and keep your key point.
Essentially, what he's saying, Justin, is the key point is good for using in the middle combat, not when you're preparing for combat.
Right. It's a resource that you want to save. So
Okay,
my suggestion.
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'll do the action for a dodge.
Okay. So let me give you a little dodge. You know what? Lightning bolt. Boom. Okay. So you are currently dodging, and are you moving anywhere?
Just gonna walk up to him, or kind of like turn around and back up to them, and say, "Play ball? I thought you said Bane or something." I'm like, "Wait a second, I'm confused. Like, Ball's not. Bane's not really a bad god. He's just seriously misunderstood, like Yacht's son or something like that. I forget his name, but yeah." And then I want to get like closer to him and say, wait. We don't have to fight. We can definitely do a deal, some sort. You there, sir?
Okay, and that's going to be the end of your action. Because since you went dodge, you spent part of your action getting, you're preparing yourself for defense just in case things go sour.
Mm-hmm.
But you are closer to him now. All right. What about you, Erlen? What do you want to do?
That's you, Quill.
Is she AFK?
Yeah, did she
No,
walk
I'm
up?
here.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Looking at the sheet.
You could ready an action, like, when things go down, I'm going to throw a javelin.
Okay, I think she would do that. That sounds like something she'd prepare for, seeing as combat's probably going to happen.
Okay. So then, that's what you're doing. Do you want to move anywhere? You can throw your javelin, I believe, up to. Where's her sheet? You can throw your javelin up to 20 feet without penalty, up to 60 with a disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna move her right there.
Okay. What about you, Thanos?
Oh, the urge to go smashing is very, very high.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if Thanos heard something about a evil deity, I would not doubt that he would want to start smashing things.
The question is, at which point will I stop and swing? Alright, yeah, Thanos is just gonna rush up and attack the dude on the road.
Okay, and since you're rushing up, I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative.
I'm gonna roll 2 and take the higher.
Yep. Just tell me which one it is. Let me see.
It will be 21.
Wow. Interim Neckbreakers, roll that. These Interim Agents, roll that. And the Trout rolls that.
About 15 for the Watcher, 20 to 30 for the.
Quill, you just have to roll for Erlen.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do I have to roll? Would it be the?
Initiative at the
Okay.
top.
Time
It's
for
not
battle,
clicking
guys.
Oh, it's so low.
Okay, so Thanos is first. So Thanos got the advantage. I totally imagine Agilix is going to grab somebody, and by the way, I'm giving you a hint here. Grab somebody into a grapple and force the Midnight Tears down their throat.
Oh, you know he's so wrong.
Yeah.
I do know you well.
No, I said
Alright.
wrong.
So my move
Oh,
gets me
okay.
to the guy, and now I'm gonna swing my hammer
Okay, go for it.
while shouting something about face the wrath of Tyr.
All right, and it looks like that he saw you coming, and as you swing your mace towards him, he sidesteps out of the way, and he says, "Don't you know that the tan trout never gets caught by his cheap shot? Come on and face me like a man." I believe you have another attack, though.
Do I get a second attack even if I've used part of my turn moving?
Yes.
you do.
Yeah, if you have extra attack,
Maybe-
you can attack twice no matter what.
Okay, I'm gonna. I think it's a feat that allows me to take a -5 on the attack to gain +10 on damage.
Okay, are you going to use that?
Yes.
Go for it.
I believe that one's great weapon master.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, but I still got a 10.
Yep, so that unfortunately is a miss. Alright, so now it's the Zint agent's turn. By the way, you see them holding up their hands and ready to cast a spell, so Lafa, take your turn.
So they make a DC save of Wisdom
Uh-huh.
15. Which are probably going
Okay.
to make because they're probably clerics.
Okay, Wisdom, what's the save?
15.
Alright, the top one and then the bottom one.
Both of them.
Oh, they
Right.
both fit.
Well, no, they both failed, so they
Yeah.
held.
So that lasts. Let me get the duration on that one real quick.
They get to make a save every turn. I think it's concentration.
See, at the end of the turn, the wisdom can make another wisdom saving throw. Yeah, so and it is concentration that lasts 1 minute.
Okay, so then they'll get another save at the end of the turn. Top one made it, the bottom one did not. So top one is done. but they weren't able to cast a spell, so that's it for them. Lafa, you're up.
Alright, so would that be
Wait,
considered
I
my
forgot.
action? Since I already took an action this turn?
Since you readied and it's now your turn again, you get to take your turn.
So I get my full action and everything.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's see what I got here. So I used that spell for that one. I am going to. Do any of the Zentarum neckbreakers see me? Are they looking at me, or are they too busy focused on the other people?
They aren't. They don't seem to be focused on you, but they probably would be able to see you.
All right, so I'm gonna take an action to hide. Actually, no, there's not enough foliage for me to do that. Correct?
You're not a wood elf, so no.
Okay. So instead of that, what do I have? I am going to use Blade Song,
Okay.
which increases my AC. And then, as an action, they have melee weapons, correct?
The neckbreakers?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
So as an action, I'm going to wait for them. If they get close to me, to come to attack me, I am going to ready Green Blade Flame to hit them.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm just going to ready a normal attack.
Okay. So you're readying a normal attack,
Mhm.
and if someone gets to you.
Yep.
Are you going to move anywhere, or are you fine where you are?
I'm fine where I am.
Okay. So Reaver, you're up, and you tell me. You move Scout, and tell me what you want him to do.
I will move up on the neck breakers. Get up in their face. And Scout will move up with me as well. And I will make an attack with my short sword. And then Scout will also attack.
Okay, so he takes 12 points of damage as you hit him with your short sword. And as the orc grunts in pain, Scout attempts to make an attack as well.
Oh man, I always forget about my fucking beholder eyeballs.
Did I roll the wrong person?
No, it says Scout.
Okay.
It's a short sword for scout.
Yeah, it just says
Yeah,
it's
I
short
know.
sword instead of bite.
That's weird. Should say bite. Well, whatever. Okay, so, you know, let me look something up because I think I know what might be going on.
Okay.
Aha! I see what's going on. So, okay. So, can you try rolling for Scout? Because I think I named somebody a Scout and I screwed up.
Yeah, that's working now.
Okay, there we go. Problem solved. So, go ahead and roll again since he has advantage. Oh, you just did that.
Yeah, I did, yeah. So the 19 was the advantage.
So he takes 8 points of damage. And the neckbreaker has to make a strength roll. Save. And fails. He's prone.
Alright, since he's prone, I'm going to have Scout basically jump on him and attack him again.
Go for it.
And then
Alright.
he gets that with advantage because he's prone.
Well, he already does.
Yeah, he already
since
gets
he's
advantage
attack
because, yeah.
All right, so as the orc falls to the ground, Scout jumps on him and is just clawing and biting at him and clawing at him, and the orc is doing his level best to try to get free. And I believe that's it for you.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So the tan trout looks at Thanos and he says, "Let me show you what a real warrior does." And he attempts to stab at you with his pike. So he gets to make 3 weapon attacks. First one is a total miss. Then he's going to move here and make another one. Ooh, that's a crit.
No, it's not.
Oh, yep, you're
Yeah,
right.
because his
That's
armor.
5 damage. Yep. And then he moves here, and he's gonna make one more attack, and that's a miss, and that's his turn. Erlen, you're up. That's cool. That's you, Quill.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, you had a ready to action, so go ahead and throw your javelin, and then you can take a full turn.
Is there a way that I throw it? Like roll for it?
Yeah, just click the button that's set up for it.
That one?
The attacks are down at the bottom, or scroll down. If you scroll down the character sheet, beneath the skills, you should see the attack. It's the one called Spear.
That's the one I just used.
Yep, and it says attack 24 at reach 5 or 20/60 for 7
Yeah.
damage.
For range. Okay. So, who
That
do you
works.
want to hit with that? Because you can hit, I'm assuming this one? Oh, this one.
That one, yeah.
Okay. So he takes 7 points of damage, and now you have your full turn. So what do you wish to do?
She doesn't have any spells on her sheet, so can she not use spells?
No, she's a soldier.
Could I throw my javelin again? No, it's stuck in someone. Right?
You
No,
have,
you
No, you have
four more.
you have 4 more total.
I want to throw another one.
Okay. Well, do you want to move so that you can get better reach?
Yes. What does that mean by better? Oh, to
Yeah,
the others?
because basically anybody you throw the javelin at within 20 feet, you don't take a disadvantage. So if you
Okay.
try to throw up to 60, you can hit further, but you're gonna roll at disadvantage.
Can I move here?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
and
can
then
move. She can move up to 30 feet.
Okay. And then I want to attack the asshole.
All right, Tantrout. So make a roll.
That fucking name.
I like how
Tantrout thinks it's a good name.
I like how you're giving like a Jersey Shore accent.
All right, so Erlen throws the spear, and it lands right into the back of his shoulder, and he grunts in pain as the spear juts into his flesh. He looks and he snarls at Erlen, takes a moment to snatch out the spear and throws it to the ground, and he says, "You're next after I take out this one."
Oh shit.
And that's gonna be it. Jalixis, you're up.
Okay, so how's this guy looking in front of me?
He doesn't look very damaged. He was nicked by Erlen's spear. He seems to be tough, or his armor is protective. One of the two.
You also
Alright,
have the
I-
neck breaker.
I don't want to Do I have to grapple him in order to get him to drink this, or can I do it through, say,
You
I
would
wouldn't
have,
even-
if
Okay,
you
what?
want to force something down his throat, you would have to grapple him. But if you stand here, then you would be at advantage, because Thanos is there.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then I want to grapple him.
Okay.
And
So
then
then,
a perform. I want to. And I kind of want to dance and weave my way in between them, get him in a grapple, and then if I can, drink my non-poisoned, and then give him the poisoned.
well,
And-
first let's see if you grapple. Handle this step by step.
Okay.
So roll your, I believe it's athletics or acrobatics versus. Is that how it works? For grapple?
No, grapple is straight athletics.
Okay. You're rolling your athletics at advantage though, so you get to keep the higher of the two. And I'm rolling my athletics. Ooh,
Yep, about to say.
I don't know if I can beat this. But we're gonna try. Attacker wins on a tie, so you've got him grappled. And now you can attempt to force the potion down his throat. So you drink your alcohol, and then you pour the beer, the midnight tears down his throat, right?
Yes. You gotta
Okay.
relax, man. Enjoy this.
No.
Let's
So
just call
it's-
this your last drink.
So, Herod, to
Yeah.
contest a grapple check, you can use athletics or acrobatics. It's to escape that you have to use straight.
Yeah, I'm using his best one.
I technically used. Well, I used the strength and I still did it. So now I can use.
The person starting the grapple has to use strength. The person being targeted can use strength or dexterity to avoid it.
Right, his strength is better than his dex. But okay, so since attacker wins on a tie, you did get him forced into a grapple, and you used your are going to attempt to force the potion down his throat. So that's going to be a Constitution save. What's the save on Midnight Tears?
Midnight Tears. Say, I believe it was 13. Let me double check.
I believe it's higher than that, but you know.
Yeah, I would think it'd be like a 15.
Okay, poison, 247.
DC 17.
Thank you.
Oh, that sounds a high one.
Well, and what happens if you fail?
What happens when he fails with Pale Tincture at the stroke of midnight? He'll get 3d10 damage, I believe. Let's
Okay.
double check. Taking 31 damage, 96
So
poison
it's
damage on a
96.
failed save,
Yeah,
or
so
half
at-
as much on a successful one.
Thing
the
is, it's
stroke of
at midnight.
Oh,
So
okay.
What time is it now, Herod?
Wait.
Suffers no effect.
Wait,
until
are
the
you
stroke of
using
midnight.
Midnight Tears or Pale Tincture?
Midnight Tears until the stroke of midnight. I wanna. Let's
Did
say,
you want to do a different poison instead because it's 1 in the morning, so
Well,
you would
that's the
have a whole
point.
day.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
Right. So that wouldn't take effect now.
Exactly.
Okay, sure. So he is poisoned and he's got a death clock on him.
All right. Now,
And that's your turn.
Alright.
All right. Now it's the orc's turn. Now there were 2 orcs who were hiding in downwind from you guys. And where's the other one? Here he is. All right. So this orc is going to move here. This orc is going to move here. That orc is currently on the ground, but he's going to stand up. And this one is going to flank Julixus. Alright, so first, the one is going to stand up, and he's going to attempt to stab at Reaver. So, here is the Neckbreaker's attack against you. The 20 hits for 3 damage. Alright, this is the one that's attacking Julixus at advantage. Alright, here's his advantage roll. Alright, so you're taking 14 points of damage.
We didn't get any experience from last time, right? The last siege thing, or no?
I'm including that for the XP I'm going to give on this one.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
14
so
hit points.
this one's going after Scout. Both of those hit, right?
Yep.
Alright, so he takes 13. And finally, these are the ones going after Thanos. The 24 hits for 7 points of damage. Alright, top of the round. Thanos, you're up.
Wait, give me a
Just,
recount on that. 1 second. How much health did he give me? I mean, 14?
14, yes. Hold
Thank
on,
you.
wait. Yes, 14 damage each.
Gotcha.
Between the Trout and the Neckbreaker, who looks like they have more armor?
Let me see. The Trout has a chain shirt on, whereas these neckbreakers have scimitars and shields, but leather armor.
Alright, my first attack is gonna go for the Neckbreaker behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do -5 to hit for +10 damage. So that'll be a 12 against his AC.
Okay, that 12 will be a narrow miss. This is just as he just narrowly raises up his shield to block. Don't forget, you can use inspiration.
I can't use it retroactively, can I?
No, but so you do have another attack.
I'll use inspiration on this attack.
Go for it. Okay, so that's gonna hit, and you get +2 to 10 damage, right?
Yes.
Right? Are you smiting, or are you gonna just let it be?
Let me look at smite real quick.
Smite. Smite them all.
Basically, you burn the spell slot to add 1d8 extra damage.
And then you can increase the 1d8 by putting it at a
Oh.
higher level slot.
Looking to see when I recover it, and it's after a long rest.
So maybe you save it. Go back. I saw you there, Felix.
I'll use a smite.
Okay.
I was doing it to check out his health B3, that's all.
Okay. Well, here, I can actually move him to the front so that you can see it.
There we go, that's better.
If I just type in 2d8, it'll give me 2d8 roll.
/R 2d8.
There we go.
Okay, so he takes an extra 10 points of damage, and he's definitely felt that one as the maul comes smashing in to crush into his side. He coughs up blood, and he's starting to stagger from his heavy wounds. Are you going to move anywhere, or are you fine where you are?
If I move too far, I can get attacks against me, don't I?
If you move outside of the trout's threat range. So basically, as long as you stay within 5 feet of him, you're fine.
So you can move like one to the left or one to the right
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get out of advantage.
Yeah,
against
there.
you.
If you move there,
Or
then
there.
the neckbreaker gets a attack against you.
No matter where I move, the neckbreaker can just move with me and maintain advantage.
Well, that depends on what everybody else is doing.
I'll step there.
Okay. And that's going to be your turn. All right, so the agents are current. One's held, so that
Both of
one
them
can't
are
do
held.
anything. And that Zentarum is going to...
Wait, did they both fail their saving throw, or only one of them?
No, they both failed, but then the end of their turn happened, so they got to roll.
Right, so now they get to roll now.
No. That happens at the end of their roll turn.
That doesn't make
Since-
sense. So, like, okay, so when I throw,
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
yeah, because that would
All
make that would make sense that they got 2 rolls at the same round. So now is when they would make the roll to get out of it.
Okay, well, this one it came out of it, the other one did not, so
Okay.
that's the end of their turn. So Lapa, back up to you.
Well, I think if he comes out of it, then they can do it.
Well, no, because it's at the end of their turn.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna use the Beholder's paralyzing ray on the one that got free.
Okay, so you burn that off, and you're gonna make that roll, and he has
It's
to make.
DC 13 versus Constitution.
And all right, so you burned it off, and he is now held again.
Does that ray disintegrate, or does it still have uses?
It's basically a one pop shot.
So okay, so it's gone.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that happened, and now what will you do?
That was my action, so I don't have any bonus action. I will maintain my position so I can maintain concentration on the other's end.
Okay.
And that's what I'll do.
All right, Reaver, you're up.
Okay. For this orc that's right here next to me, is there a spot I can move to get advantage on an attack? Or am I already in advantage?
The one
Scout.
that's right next to you.
Yeah.
You would have to move here.
Alright, I'll do that. To attack with my short sword again.
Okay.
Yes!
All right, so that's going to be 10 points of damage as he is stabbed in his hind. And what's Scout going to do?
Scout's gonna attack the one right below him.
Go for it. And he does have advantage because of. Really, dog? Roll another 2d4 if you please. All right, so
Isn't
he
it 2d4?
takes-
Oh yeah, so you double the dice.
Yeah.
So he takes 2d4, 14 points of damage as he is bitten in his flank, and the neck breaker. He needs a 13.
Yeah, so that's a save, so he's not prone.
Okay. Yep. So he's not prone, but that definitely hurt. So
Yeah.
what do you do?
Now Scout's gonna give a big growl and try to intimidate this guy in the back. Get him to
Which one?
the one that he just attacked.
Go for it. Make that roll. Okay, so he is now frightened of the wolf as he is growled. So he cannot willingly go towards Scout, and he takes disadvantage in all rolls as long as Scout's in visual range.
Alright, and then Scout's gonna bite him again.
Well, that would have been his action.
Okay. Well, I still have extra attack, so I will use my extra attack then to attack that orc I just attacked.
Go for it.
Wait, because you did a short sword attack, and then Scout did his
Oh,
action,
right,
which is your extra attack.
No, you're right. You can use the extra attack for Scout. So if you want Scout to make the attack himself, he can
No,
do
but
that now.
isn't his action the extra attack?
Well, Scout gets one attack on his own. Scout gets one attack on his own, and he can use his bonus attack either for himself or for Scout. So if you want Scout to, basically that would, okay, pause. Effectively, he used his bonus action to make Scout growl, attack, and then Scout used his action to growl. So that would end your turn.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so there we go. Alright, so that's the end of that turn, and since the tan trout is still grappled, he's going to try to break out of it. So, Jelixis, you can make your athletics roll to try to maintain the grapple.
1 second. Just thinking. All right. Let's see.
I rolled a 14. You have to beat that.
Oh.
Make an athletics roll.
Michael.
Come on, make the roll.
It should be under your skills.
I wasn't thinking about that, but oh wells.
Okay, well, it looks like you've maintained the grapple, so he's not able to get free, and since he uses action for that, that's it for him. Skipping turn. Quill, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna see about throwing one of my javelins at this guy who's pretty low.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
Okay, the spear flies wide and goes off into the darkness somewhere. Do you want her to move anywhere?
She's gonna move right there.
Oh, if you do that, then the neckbreaker gets an attack of opportunity.
Let's not. I'm just gonna chill. We're happy. I'm fine right here.
Okay. Jelixis, you're up. You still got the grapple on him? What do you want to do?
I want to go into a. I want to hold my action for a reaction. Can I do that?
Well, you always get a reaction. What were you trying to hold for?
In case someone tries to save him, I want to maybe go into patient defense. But does going into patient defense lose my grapple or no?
No, you can just spend a key point to do that, and then you can still like punch people.
So essentially, what happens, Justin, is if you maintain the grapple, you can use your action because you still have him grappled. You can use your action to hit him or do something else to him.
Can I
when
keep?
you-
Can I maintain my grapple and kick the guy behind me?
You can since he's within range.
All right.
and then you would get 2 attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would use a key point to drop into
Defense.
into patient defense, which gives them disadvantage to hit you, which would make it a flat roll for them when they try to attack you.
All right. Attack that guy, and then the second one use a key. For the second one I get, use a key to go into patient defense, or do I still do the other attack?
But
You
you
can
still
still
do
do
the
the other
other
attack.
Okay.
because since you're a high level fighter ish. Okay,
Mhm.
so that hits the guy behind you for 7 points of damage, and as you kick him in the gut, sending him doubling over with an oof, and then you spend your key point to go into a patient.
Gotcha.
Okay, so then that's going to be your turn. All right, so this guy is going to follow and move to engage Thanos. This guy is going to disengage and try to. He's not disengaging, but actually, no, he's a trained militia. He's disengaging so you don't get an attack of opportunity, and then he's going to move here. So that's his turn. This guy is
Hold on,
going to
didn't
stay where he.
wasn't didn't Lafa ready in an action if one of them walked up to
That
him?
was the last turn.
That was
Oh,
last
okay.
turn.
Sorry, I totally blanked.
No, it's all good. And this guy's going to move here and try to punch Erlen. So Scout gets an attack of opportunity against him. Okay, so that will be a miss. Actually, no, you get the roll again because of advantage. Alright, so he takes 9 points of damage, and he has to make a strength roll. So. Alright, he's fine. And he's going to try to stab Erlen. She takes 6 points of damage as the scimitar comes crashing into her side. And the one that's attacking Thanos has advantage. Actually, no, he does not, because the other one's grappled. So this is a straight roll. Does 20 hit you?
Yes.
Alright, so the scimitar barely nicks you under your armor for 4 points of damage. And that's it for the neckbreaker. So back to the top with Thanos.
All right. I'm just gonna swing at the neck breaker. No specials
Yeah.
on my attack.
Let me get the laundry.
Gotcha.
Okay,
So
so
just take a straight 15.
alright, and he is definitely hit solidly, and he's starting to feel the pain. He's doubled over, he's weak, he's staggering, and you have one more attack.
And that's a 14.
Okay, and that's going to be a narrow miss, as once again he blocks your maul with his shield.
This guy.
Okay, are you moving anywhere? Or are you good where you are?
Shroud's grappled, right?
Yeah, Shroud's grappled, so he can't do an attack of opportunity against you.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay, and that's going to be it. So now the spellcaster can't cast spells, so they're going to roll. This is first against the eye. All right, yep, that one's loose, and this one is it's Constitution or Wisdom for a hold person.
Wisdom.
Okay, they're still held. All right, so your turn, Lafa.
All right. So this guy came up on me, right?
Yeah.
Bring out my scimitar and I grin at the orc. Say, "Do you really want to do this, orc?"
Zug zug.
Rotar Ogar!
I will use my cantrip of Green Braid Flame.
Okay.
to attack.
Make your roll, and let's see what happens. Nice, very nice. All right, so he takes 15 points of damage as he is struck with the green flame blade.
And then that's it.
That's it?
Since he doesn't have any other person next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Reaver, you're up.
All right, I am going to attack that orc that's right there in front of me.
All right, and the orc is down.
All right. Scout is just gonna move there and attack that orc again. That poor orc's like trying to run away from Scout, all scared, and he's just chasing him down.
Pretty much. All right, and he has to make a strength roll,
yeah.
and he succeeds.
All right, and then so Scout's gonna use extra attack and attack that orc again.
All right, so that's going to take another 10 from him, and he has to make another save, and he is down. He has been knocked prone as Scout nips at his heels and drops him to the floor.
Okay, and then Reaver's just gonna move up here next to Thanos, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The Trout is going to he's going to try one more time to break free. So Jilixis, make another athletics roll. All right, you need to beat a 13.
Justin, are you there?
I think he went AFK because I think I heard somebody on his mic say something about laundry.
Alright, so just
Alright.
roll the athletics for him.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now. Skills. Here we go.
Wow, still
Okay,
grappled.
still maintaining the grapple, and that's it. Erilyn, you're up. Will?
Alright.
Stab the orc, he's laying on the ground.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
have to throw these things.
Nope.
No.
No.
You can stab him. That's why I gave you 5. So you can throw 4, and
I
you
wanna,
can go
yeah, I'm gonna
collect them.
stab this guy.
Yeah, it's advantage too since he's prone on the ground, right?
Yep, so you
Is it
roll
the
twice
same?
and...
So would I do the same roll for this then?
Mhm.
Yes.
Just roll twice and keep the best.
Well, we know which one's the
Okay.
best.
Give me another 1d6 roll. /R space 1d6.
I should know this by now.
No, it's all good. But that's actually going to be enough as Erilyn stabs the orc into the flank, ending his existence. I imagine Scout barking in approval.
Yeah. Actually, hang on.
And do you want to move Erilyn anywhere?
How do you do like an action in the chat? It's backslash
EM.
EM.
And then space the action, yeah.
Okay.
Like emote.
Oh, okay, got it. I got it. There we go. There. That's his approval.
And Quill, do you want to move the elephant? Or you could take move and pick up some of your fallen
I think
javelins.
I'll do that because I feel like to go over. I'll
Okay.
move here and pick them up.
Okay. So you pick up the one that you threw there.
Yeah, and then the
Yeah,
other
and
one's
then
by
the other one
the
flew
trout.
past him.
No, the other one's
Yeah.
the other one's on the ground next to the trout because you.
Well, I threw one at him and it hit, and then I threw a second one at this guy and it flew past him, and then I threw another at Trout.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
right.
you-
I remember now.
Yep. So you have another spear for next turn. Okay, Jilixis, you're up.
Alright.
Now keep in mind you can drag him around up to half your speed, since you're still controlling the grapple.
Yeah, I want to grab him and kind of make it look like I'm not dragging him to the side, like I'm around his shoulder, forcefully, still sipping on the ale I had. In this direction, I want to bring him, like away from the fighting, and I kind of want to make a show of it, kind of explain to him the dire need of the situation, how I'm actually saving his life because all of his friends are dying quite quickly, and and then I kind of want to say, they're dying quickly, and mention that like that's okay because you'll die at midnight,
So,
and then
brother,
yeah.
if you wanted to, you could use your attack to try and disarm him.
Yeah. You could do
No,
that.
I want to use my attack to stun him with the hilt of my sword by using
I don't know what he's doing.
Stunning blow. It's a key.
Yeah, there we go. Stunning strike. Starting at 5th level, you can interfere with the flow of ki in an opponent's body. When you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 ki point to attempt a stunning strike. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so for now, are you sure you want to use the scimitar? Because you know about its curse.
Yeah, I'll save that for later.
So if I were you, I would use your martial arts, because then you'll actually do something.
Especially since you haven't bragged yet.
Yeah, you have to brag as your first action, otherwise it'll be 1 damage. So first go ahead and move where you want to drag him. You can move up to 4 spaces, and you just tell me which space he's going to be dragged next to.
I kind of want to drag him in between his dead buddies for like the sake of the message.
So like he's going to be here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So FYI, just
I can't strike him unless I have a weapon. So...
Yeah, your fists are weapons, dude. You're a monk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's say.
You're Bruce Lee, motherfucker. So here, since you had 20, I'm gonna recommend that because then he's at advantage to Erlen.
I gotcha.
Okay.
What should I roll?
Physical martial arts attack.
That Bruce Lee movie that came out a couple months ago is pretty good.
Oh yeah, Birth of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna take 6 points of damage, and you spent the key point for stunning blow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That would be 8 plus. What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is, according to this
+2.
I think I beat it. Because 8 plus 3 plus your wisdom modifier.
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm asking you, what is it?
My wisdom modifier? It's 2.
Okay, so yeah, that would put your difficulty at 13, so I did beat it, so he's not stunned. But you can attack again, because you get another martial arts. Hint, that's your only option.
Yeah.
Because when you use an attack, you get another attack. That's that.
How's this chick over here? What is she, a ranged spellcaster of some sort? What's she looking like from my point of view? Do I think that she can cast something at me?
Well, they seem to be held for a moment.
Well, one of them seems to be held. One of them broke.
Actually, no, neither of them did.
Yeah, because remember the other one, the first one.
But then you stopped them again
with the beholder eye to paralyze them, and then they failed on their subsequent saves their next turn, so that they're both still not able to move essentially. Yeah,
so basically they both are still held. I did check.
I thought one of them got away.
No,
because remember, so they got away, but then you said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, no, hang on a second, sit down again.
Okay, yeah, because I thought you made a Constitution roll, and one of them got, and the one that got the paralyzing ray broke out of it.
No, he didn't. Okay. She got too low.
Okay.
All right, so Felix, make another martial arts attack.
Can I use it to go into patient? No, I don't want to spend another key. I'll hit him. I'll hit him.
Okay, go for it.
Hacha!
All right, so that's going to be another 5 damage, and that's going to your turn. All right, now we have the neckbreaker. Let's see.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them left.
Okay. So this neckbreaker is going to... He's going to take a chance and move here. So, Reaver, you get an attack of opportunity. Oh, actually, do you have your bow equipped?
I do.
Okay. So then you'll have to make an unarmed...
Or no, wait, no, sorry. No, I've been using my short sword the entire time, so that's what I have.
Oh, right. Okay, so then make that roll.
I just did. I got a 14.
Alright, so it's a narrow miss. And he is going to attempt to stab Thanos. The 20 hits you for 7 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is going to attempt to hit Lafa. Looks like the 20 will hit because the 16 misses, right?
Correct.
Okay. So make a Constitution save to see if you can maintain your concentration.
And
on the
this
whole.
gets +4 because of Blade Song.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I made that, no problem.
Good one. Good.
And nice.
Lafa's actually rolling good for once.
I know, it's amazing. But this bodes well. This bodes poorly for the battle.
All right, Thanos, you're up.
I see a chromatic orb way off in the distance.
Nice.
You dick.
Okay, Thanos.
At this rate, we'll need telescopes to see those spells, how far they're going.
Bella moved. She's now over here,
Oh,
next
dude,
to
if I got
Laundry.
Spell Sniper, like my range goes like to 300 for spells.
Alright. I'm gonna do a standard attack roll, 15 against the neckbreaker next to me.
Okay. That will hit and drop him.
Okay, so let me reread my feat again. Okay, so when I score a critical hit or reduce a creature to 0 hit points, I get 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action. Looks like I can move before I take that bonus action.
That is correct.
And then you still have extra attack, right? Because of your level?
Yeah, so he's
Yes.
got 2 extra attacks.
Mosey over here, take my bonus action.
Alright. Go for it.
Actually, this spot is still 30 feet away and gives me advantage.
For it. Alright, that will be a miss, but now you still have your extra attack.
I'll take the -5 on it.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, and that is
Yeah.
really bad.
That's a miss. Alright. Now it's their turn, the agents. First, the Constitution save. Oh, God. And now the Wisdom save.
Nope.
Okay, they're still... I hate you, Lafa. You suck.
I'm not sorry.
Lafa, you're up.
Alright, so I got this this orc still in front of me, right?
Yeah,
Alright, so I'm just gonna use 2 normal attacks.
go for it.
First attack at advantage, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
So 11 to 7.
That will whiff. There's the Lafa we know.
Yeah, now it's coming
And
up.
then 20 to 9.
Alright, and that will hit. As you stab him with your Moonblade for 9 points of damage.
Mhm.
Okay, Reaver, you're up.
Alright. Scout's gonna turn, and he's gonna attack the tan trout.
Go for it. Alright, so that's going to be a definite hit, and he is prone.
Can he go prone while being grappled at the same time?
Not really, but I just wanted to see.
Yeah.
But it's still advantage, but he's going to take 12 points of damage. And now what will you do?
Okay, I'm gonna run up into his face now with my short sword and stab him.
Oh man, that poor guy.
Yeah.
Alright, he takes 9 points of damage. And you have one more attack.
Yeah. So how's he looking exactly? Is he looking pretty roughed up?
Yeah, he's looking roughed up and bloodied. And he's snarling and spitting.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna take my short sword again and stab at him again.
Go for it. Alright, so he takes another 5 points of damage. And now it's going to be his turn. He desperately needs to get away, so now he's going to try another athletics roll. So Jalix's roll.
Do I have to roll athletics for this one?
Yes.
Since you're controlling grapple, you do have to.
Okay. Heals.
And then,
Athletics.
and he's
You
prone
have to
too,
be-
so he can escape the grapple. Then he still has to stand up.
Well, since he's kind of in a grapple, he's not. The only way he would be able to be prone is if he let go of the grapple.
That's true.
So basically,
He got tripped.
Jalixis-
He just got tripped up a little bit, so Jalixis could have tackled him to the ground for all we know.
Jalixis has him like in like a suplex hold, and you guys are just like beating on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
So now that he's loose, he's gonna whistle out and shout out that now's the time to leave. Wait, hold on. Now's the time to leave, boys. The trout's not feeling this, and he's gonna try to leave. So that's gonna be a lot of attacks of opportunity here.
Wait, I want to say to him, wait, you forgot the cure to you forgot the antidote to the poison I just gave you.
Good hell. Alright, so we got 4 attacks of opportunity. So Quill, you as well. Everybody gets a roll.
Don't kill him. Keep him alive.
All right, so that's a whiff. That is gonna be a hit from Erlen.
With the natural one on the damage.
Scout definitely got him though.
All right, and he has to make a strength save.
Yeah, he got
and
it.
He's succeeded, but he's now running away.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Wait. Jalixis didn't take his attack.
Oh, yeah.
Of opportunity.
Jalixis, please do yours. Martial arts, I'm assuming.
By the way, you can call out these attacks as non-lethal.
Yeah.
So if you really just want to keep him alive so he can die the next day, you could.
Yeah, and he's definitely gonna die. He's hurting.
Justin.
He really needs to stop leaving the goddamn computer.
Yeah, he
All
does.
Right, I'll roll for him. Weapons, martial arts. Okay, so that's going to be another 5 points of damage. He's still up. All right, Erlen, Quill, you're up.
Typical servant of Bane, fleeing like a coward.
Is that what Thanos shouts out at him as he sees he's trying to run away?
I'm gonna move forward. Here. And then she's gonna throw her javelin at him, non-lethal.
Go for it.
How many rounds have we gone through?
I'm gonna make it.
5 rounds.
5 rounds?
Yeah.
5. Alright, so it's half a minute.
All right, that's gonna just sail wide. All right, Jalixis, you're up.
Is he still AFK?
Okay, he is talking about how awesome he is. We're gonna move to the next Neckbreaker. Since the Neckbreaker heard the order to flee, the one remaining one is going to disengage, and he's gonna book it. So he is currently there. He's gonna be off the map soon. All right, Thanos, you're up.
Well, hold on. We get attacks of opportunity on him.
Nope, he disengaged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said disengage.
I'm gonna go here or here, something next to this guy. Let's give it a swing.
Okay.
Ah,
You do have another attack though, and that's gonna drop him. and child has been fished.
Which gives me a bonus attack.
Yeah, let's say if you have enough movement left, you could probably hit that agent.
Getting to this agent, is the last of my movement.
Since he's held, I think that puts at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll take -5 on the hit.
Go for it. Ooh.
So
For
that'll be
22 points of damage,
And
damn.
she's down.
You can flee straight to hell.
I would say something, but I can't. All right. The one remaining agent is going to roll, and God damn it!
So at this point, Lafa just casually walks up to her.
Yeah, I think we can end the fight at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah,
Rafa
because
just
we'll let
casually
that one
walks
orc go. We don't care.
And he disarms her of all her, like he disarms her of her holy symbol, her weapons, and all that good shit, and he binds her up.
Okay, you
She's a
actually
prisoner.
find that she does not have a holy symbol. You find a spell book on her.
Oh, she's a wizard.
Yep.
Oh yes, I get a new spell book. Yes.
I'm
yes.
Reaver's gonna go up to the Tan Trout's body and search him for just anything, weapons
Well,
and.
I'll tell you everything that you guys find.
Oh, okay.
16 somebody can write this down. 16 electrum. 45 gold pieces. 28 silver. The holy symbol to Bane. A small brass figurine depicting a horse jumping over a barrier. One chain shirt from the Trout and a pike, non-magical but fine quality. 3 suits of leather armor and a shield, and a scimitar on each of them. And 2 spell books with similar spells, as well as a ritual knife. So 2 ritual knives. And by the way, Lafa, because it matters to you, the spells that they had were Flaming Spear.
Well, I would still have to spend time to decipher.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm going to tell you now. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, well, I do have the notes here.
So,
All right.
2 spell books. These 16 electrum, right?
Yep, 16 electrum. Here, I'll write it down.
I've got it all.
You got it all.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I just armor her of her spell component pouch or whatever focus she was using.
Yes,
take a spell book.
arcane focus.
Okay. So I take all her stuff and I bind her, I gag her, and basically tie her up. So because I know exactly how she can use the spell. She has to use somatic verbal components, right? So I make it so she can't cast any kind of spell at all, and just basically take her prisoner.
Okay.
And I look to Reaver, and I say, "You should continue on and find Lady the Duchess. I'll take this one back to the fortress."
Very well.
I wanted to grab the guy and make sure he's all disarmed and bound and everything, and kind of
He's
the
dead.
body. I know. I want to do that, and I want to put a healing potion down his throat.
He's completely dead.
He's dead, so that would be a waste of your healing potion.
Huh. Poke, poke. Shit, he's actually dead.
Yep,
Mhm.
he's dead. So you don't use your healing potion.
I want to drag his body away though.
Sure, you can drag his body.
as
Meanwhile-
Lafa's taking the Zentarm guy away, it's like, just looks, says, "What are you doing?"
Dragging a body. I actually want to take the body with me.
I'm gonna use 23 of my lay on hand charges to heal myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's just
actually,
a regular action.
I'm actually going to cast Cure Wounds onto poor Scout because he's hurting.
Okay. So
Hey, Dungeon Master. I'm still not sorry.
hey, guess what? Wait,
Have I told you guys about the Oni Mage fight I set up for one of my groups that was complete? That was beaten in one round by one spell.
Yeah, you've told us
I've,
that one.
I've had that happen, but okay.
Have you
So
heard the
you
story
guys-
of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Every damn day.
Okay, well, getting back to it, Reaver and anybody else who comes along, you continue on and you find a cobblestone path and obvious footprints that are leading towards a house that has a small rose garden in front of it. It looks to be slightly in shambles because goblins have recently visited it during the conflict that is brewing. It does look to be the house that was described to you by Lady Emmeline. As you approach, you can hear hushed conversation between two people, and you recognize their voices as Friar Tuck and Lady Emmeline. What do you do?
I want to have myself and Scout check out the area, make sure we don't see any threats around.
Okay. So you can make a. By the way, is anybody coming with them, or is it just gonna be them?
I'll go.
Hold
Man,
on. Where are we? We're with the clerk dude, whatever.
Well, where are you dragging the body?
Let's see. Where are we?
You could have gone back to the fort with Lafa, because Lafa took that other agent basically as a prisoner. So you could say you
I
went
wanna
back
go
with
there.
him, dragging the body back with you there, or you drag the body with me and Thanos as we go to find Lady Emmeline.
And that's the friar guys with her, right? Because I want to go to the them.
Okay, well, you can drag your tokens onto the map. But looking at your roll, you don't see anybody around. As a matter of fact, when you look, you see that shoved into the bushes are a couple of dead goblins that have been recently slain.
All right. Well, in that case, then I will basically finish walking up to the door and call out to Lady Emmeline, Friar Tuck, and announce that I am there.
Can I prop up the body like within eye distance of them so that it looks like I'm with the dude, and he might be alive, depending if they don't notice it or not?
Give me a deception roll.
Yeah. Is this weekend at Bernie's?
Are we doing? Yeah, I was just.
I want a drinking buddy. I want to put an ale in his hand and prop it up as if I'm like standing with him and drinking with him. Okay.
Sure. Give me a deception roll. Okay. So, Lady Emmeline, you hear a bar being lifted from the door, and the door opens. And when Lady Emmeline sees you, she loses decorum for a moment and throws herself on you and in a nice warm hug, and just says, "I'm so thank you for coming for us. Friar Tuck said that we might have been able to wait out until morning and escape back to North Lloydsville, but I feel that I should do something with the war coming up." And then Friar Tuck ahems, and Lady Emmeline releases you.
I had to come for you. I have a plan. I believe I would like both of you to come back with the fort with me. I'm hoping that having your presence in the fort will cause your men, as well as some of your uncle's men, to lay down their arms and hopefully prevent this war from even happening.
Well, let's hope that it works. Let's make our way out. And I see that the drow and a new friend of yours is standing there drinking.
Reaver,
Look over.
Reaver will look over his shoulder and see this and just shake his head.
I want to look at the friar and say, it's a good thing we met your friend. And I was there to interject. It almost went quite sour, but I got him out safely. Oh, wait, no. I just want to look at the friar and wink. That's it.
Reaver just then turns around and looks at Jill and says, "Jelixis, just take that body back to the fort if that's what your plan is."
Well, actually, you just ruined the whole plan. But, anywho, I'm gonna drag the body over to the friar and say, Hey, can you revive this guy?
The friar looks at Reaver and asks, "Who's this?"
Can I do I want to see if he actually doesn't recognize him.
If he doesn't recognize the, sure, give me an insight roll.
Yeah. He actually doesn't know who this guy is. Fuck.
Okay. You have no insight.
This man? Oh, I was trying to figure that out.
This is the Tan Trout, a Zentarum agent who decided to set a little ambush for me and my group as we made our way out here to rescue you. We disposed of him properly, and we have another agent, prisoner, being taken back to the fort right now.
Okay, hold your horses, He did not ambush at all. You're over-goodifying the situation. He stood in front
I
of
am
us
not
and then offered us-
Jalixis. He had...
Not ambushed. What, were you surprised?
I was not. That's
Lady
why.
Emily
That's why.
sighs.
That's why his friends in the that were trying to hide out in the grass were not able to ambush us, Jalixis.
Lady Emlyn sighs and says, "Can we discuss this elsewhere? I don't want to be caught out here with my uncle's army nearby."
Indeed, let's go now. Jalixis, just drag the body if you want to keep it.
What's he gonna do?
We don't want.
We about to say we don't want to
I'm
know.
actually grown quite fond of this fellow. Okay, so he will be accompanying us.
Very well. Let's get moving now, while we still have darkness covering us.
Okay. And that brings us back to Ora'Mathora, as the group makes it back with a new friend in the dead Tran Trout,
Wizard.
and the captured Zentarum agent. So, altogether, that was about maybe 45 minutes of time. So you make it back to the tower. What do you guys do?
I will.
Reaver would immediately
since-
go look for Lafa and ask him if have you interrogated the prisoner at all.
Well,
If
Lava,
you had some time, so if you want to do that, you can do that beforehand.
that's what I want to do. So,
Okay.
as I brought the Zentarum agent back to the fort, I would take her to a cell, and I would look down at her, and say, "Actually, I'd bring Quill along. Say, Quill, would you like to interrogate our new prisoner?" Actually, she's probably still asleep, isn't she?
Probably, yeah. You guys weren't gone that long.
Yeah, she would still be asleep if we were gone a total of 45 minutes.
And then where's Thanos?
Thanos, did you go back with Lafa?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he's there as well.
As I'm walking, carrying the prisoner along, I look to Thanos and I say, "Do you have any spells that might be of use in interrogating this prisoner?"
None that are ready for today.
Unfortunately, you're not there.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the way back.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
So I will take the prisoner into the cells,
Mm-hmm.
and I will set her down, and I'll look her dead in the eye, and it goes, "Now, this is a chance for you to earn a little bit of goodwill. The rest of your Zentarum agents are gone. Your boss has obviously failed in whatever scheme that your higher-ups have assigned to you. You can leave this place alive and report back to the Zentarum of your failure, and perhaps they'll be merciful to you. Or you can stay here in this cell, provide us as much information as you can about Lord Roderick and his armies, the chill mercenaries that are with him, and we can see about handing you off to a group that might take more pity upon you than your Zentarum overlords. Not if you wish to go along with the kinder option."
Okay. Give me a persuasion roll, or intimidation, because you kind of did both.
Well, persuasion's the same thing.
And it's going to be at advantage, by the way.
At advantage,
Hmm.
let's just go.
By the way, Jelixis, give yourself inspiration again. Okay, so that's actually going to be enough. Um,
So I reach over and I pull down her gag so she can talk.
yep, she nods. I very well. I don't know much about. I wasn't assigned to intrusion into the front line. I know a little bit about their force and what they're intending, but I could tell you their plans, but I couldn't tell you their numbers or what they're going to be doing when they siege tomorrow or today.
Well, let's hear what you know.
What I know is that their plan is that they're going to be sending goblins to charge the fortress along the south, and they're going to be moving in directly on the roads coming in from the northwest. And the intent is that they're going to drop ballista fire on you while the goblins attempt to uh, use goblin oil to set fire to the base of the tree.
Lafa gives a nod. Looks to Thanos to see if the paladin has any questions for this Zentarum agent.
Don't think I have any questions right now.
Right?
Well, that explains why I felt this way this morning.
Lafa then looks down to the Zentarum agent and he goes, "How many more of your people are here?"
Actually, none. It was a strike force. We were going to kill you because the Zentarum knew that you wouldn't accept the offer. The Tan Trout didn't know that, but my partner and I that you slain knew that part of the plan. So we were just set here to destroy you and report to Lord Roderick. That has failed, obviously.
Clearly.
As does every machinations of Bane.
Lafa looks to Thanos. He's like, "Well, I think this is all we can get out of this one for this time being." He looks down at her and goes, "You're going to be staying here until the situation outside has been resolved. You had best pray that we survive."
Of course. Very well.
Lafa removes the bindings from the individual, again making sure that she doesn't have any spell components or anything on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you took her you searched her, so you took her spell components and anything that she might be able to cast with.
Right.
So even if she still has spells prepared, she's not going to be able to do anything with them.
Right. So with that done, Lafa will close the cell once Thanos is out of it, and he will head out of the barracks. And he will check in on the commoners and the militia, see how they're doing.
Okay, well, at this point, the others arrive. And by the way, the others, when you arrive, you find that the rangers that you had sent out to find the owlbears have managed to bring 2 owlbears to the fort. They mentioned that they've used spells to coerce the owlbears into helping, but they doubt it'll hold for long. So they'll be there for the fighting, but then they're likely to disperse afterwards.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent.
Wait. Reaver should do a perception check to see if one of these owlbears is the one that we had last time.
You should.
Yeah.
It turns out that yes, it is. It still has that wound from the dart that Jelixis had thrown at it.
The fact that we have 2 owlbears within a short distance of the fort is kind of interesting. Those things are very territorial.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Still helps us though.
right. So if anyone comes to see Lafa, he will be at the he will be in the building where all our rooms are, and he'll just be sitting at the main table, just kind of meditating, preparing for the. If he has time for a short rest, he's gonna do that and recover the spell that he spent earlier today.
Yep. So you definitely have time for that. Is there anything else that you guys want to do before we actually get to it? You have enough time for a short rest.
Yes, I want to.
The elves can do a long rest, of course.
I want to take one of those ceremonial daggers, or like ask if I can have it, or like no, they probably won't give it to me. I want to get one of the ceremonial daggers and take the body to a secluded area of the fortress, and let me know what I have to do that.
Sure. What are you attempting?
Well, Bane. I actually I want to go to the. We have a library, right?
No.
No books whatsoever in this keep.
You have books, but you don't have a dedicated library.
I want to go to Quill.
Quill is sleeping.
Fuck that. Okay, I just take the body. I want to take the ceremonial dagger, and use it to empty the stomach of the dude and collect my poison or what's left of it.
So
While at the same time whispering a deal, whispering/playing to Bane to see if we can make a deal. And
Okay, let's handle this one time. First, you can roll your poisoner's kit at disadvantage, because this is very not likely to work.
poison. I want to use my inspiration.
Sure, you can use it again.
Alright, so what specifically am I doing just for the poisoner's kit?
It should be since you're proficient, you should put this under alternative skills and intelligence base.
Yep, I have it. Actually, I don't want. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna be extremely difficult, but you can try it.
Actually, I don't. I'll do it without inspiration.
Okay. That's you find that you're not gonna be able to recover the oil, the midnight tears, as you gut this poor man and leave him make a mess.
Mm-hmm. No.
And as far you're attempting to contact Bane.
I want to whisper a deal to say, because they were all followers of Bane, right?
The Trout was. You don't know about the others.
Oh. I want to whisper that an offer that I'll take care of this, the servant who's in our possession, if he does a little something for me. Can I roll inspiration for this? Was it Arcana or?
This would be religion, and you can certainly roll to see if you know of any rituals that might be able to contact Bane.
All right.
You can roll. Okay. So you do know of a ritual that you could perform to attempt to contact Bane. Let me see. You just look him up. He's basically the god of tyrants and such, right?
He is.
Here, I'll send you the thing.
No,
Yeah,
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, he's god of tyranny.
He's got the domain of war. Basically, he's a war god.
Okay. When you perform the ritual, Bane's deep voice seems to overwhelm your senses, as you can feel him contacting you through this link that you've made. By the way, what deity do you follow?
What are the official rules? Can it be an officially one from the get-go, or can I, like, since I'm neutral, kind of like be on the edge between Loth and Loth's son?
You can, yes, you can. You can tell me which one. If you want to be in the middle of them, like maybe you aren't like die-hard supporter, then you can say that instead.
I'd say I'm mostly leaning towards Yoth because that's what I've been referring to every single time I do everything at a religion.
Okay.
She's a jealous god. She wouldn't like
Yeah.
worshiping other people anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So, worshipper of Loft, why have you come to seek my aid? What do you offer?
Hey.
Do
Technically
not waste
speaking,
my time with your tomfoolery. Speak quickly.
my apologies. I'm but a servant of gods, as you say. Your disciple came to me with a proposition, but my friends were not so much of a diplomatic nature. And I wanted to hear the proper proposition. I tried to save your friend, or at least kill him in a horrible way. I'm sorry, but yeah, I have his body right here. These little cool daggers. I like them. I like his style. And I was hoping to let's say get some help from him to find out what you wanted to know. You have my ear and my respect.
There. Then this is what you'll do. Renounce Loth, and perform admirably in the combat tomorrow. There's a war coming. Show them the tyranny and the terror that your might should. Hold on, rewind. Show them the might that a servant of Bane should have, and renounce Loth before a temple. If you do so, then you shall have my favor.
What
But
about your
until then-
disciple? What about your disciple currently in my companions?
He has failed me. My disciple has failed me and doesn't deserve anything. You may
What?
kill her or let her live as you wish, but she is no longer my concern. But you could be of my concern. Show valor tomorrow. Show power. Show strength in the fight that is to come. And let all know and see the terror that you can bring to the realms.
You need but point me in the direction of those you wish to demolish. There's like 3 different people fighting, so I just want to make sure you kill who you want. anyways. Yes, indeed. This sounds like a mighty fine proposition. Only thing is, I kind of pull my robes up, like, I'm like a skinny elf, like you said, weak worshipper of Yoth. I don't have much strength. Grant me with this.
Are you seeking to
Ouch.
bargain with me? I have given you a task. Take the task, perform it admirably, or be forever damned and marked by my servants.
How shall I contact you? And
I will be watching.
who do I?
I shall be watching. If you serve me well, you'll know.
So it's kind of like a hot, cold situation. Okay, got it.
And the link is broken, but you do feel Bane's eye on you.
Interesting. I feel tingly. Like, or that could be the ale.
All right. So what was the question? Does anybody have potions of healing for you?
Yeah.
What do you?
How many do you have? What do you have?
1 million.